diagnosis of a life-threatening illness, there's no time frame in here, but you've got something that's life-threatening. Palliative care will help you live the best you can. You can be on treatment, you can have chemo, you can have any kind of treatment. You will have support during this time. Now, one of the problems is hospice is reimbursed by Medicare, by insurance. Palliative care is on shakier ground. It doesn't have the reimbursement sources that hospice does. And so palliative care kind of gets set over to the side, but it's really the support and guidance to help you live with this life-threatening illness.
Very good question, Angela.
So it doesn't have to, so it doesn't have to be a terminal illness. It just has to be life-threatening.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your answering that.
So some of you may not know this, but about 14 years ago, I created a seminar called the Final Journey Seminar. And it's done for the Indian community once a year to educate people on what happens. And being an advisor all these years, we deal with this topic all the time. But I have to be honest with you, when my dad passed, it was a whole different ballgame. I knew what the concept means, but to go through it was a whole different ballgame. So it was really difficult. So Barbara was very helpful with your writing, so that was very nice. Jayshree, would you like to ask a question? Thank you for joining us. Jayshree?
Yes. Hi, Sandeep. Thanks for having this seminar. I was just wondering, like, for different ethnicity, is there different palliative care or different things which come into end of life?
Well, palliative care and hospice respects every culture, everyone's belief system. It is not the hospice or palliative care to come in and address those beliefs, but to support what the beliefs are.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, very good. James Wang, James, do you want to ask a question? Julie?
No, Sandeep, I don't have any question.
Okay, all right, very good. And Barbara's also written a book for pets. Barbara, would you like to talk about that one?
Well, animals die just like humans, because humans are animals and our bodies are very similar. And for many people, their pets are their children. And their heart is connected to their pet as much as they're connected to a human being. And animals die the same way. And so I wrote this little booklet to give the signs of approaching death for animals: the not eating, the sleeping, the withdrawal, the hiding under the bed, all of those things that we don't understand about death in people, let alone in animals.
By the way, if any of you would like a copy of one of Barbara's book, if you'll call the office, they'll send you a copy. Again, the one that really helped our family was Gone from Sight but Not Forgotten.
Gone from My Sight, The Dying Experience.
Yeah. And we have also the grieving book as well. I think we have, I think about 4 of your books for everybody. So let us know what you would like and just call the office, ask for Isabella or Bella, and she'll send you a copy. All right. Barbara, what's give us a scope of all the other books that you have written, just so they all get a flavor for it.
Okay, I talked about 11th Hour, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Pain management, pain at end of life, a booklet totally about pain, because what people don't understand is, you know, we're in this society where narcotics are on the news every night, and it's really scary. And so with end of life pain management, there's going to be narcotics involved. But what most people don't know is that dying itself is not painful. Disease causes pain. So if a person has a history of pain with their disease, then you're going to treat that pain with whatever it takes until the person's last breath. But there's a lot of diseases that people die from that don't have pain. And so their body, just because they're dying, does not suddenly have a lot of pain. What the body feels like is like if you've got the flu, heavy, tired, ache all over. Well, you wouldn't take morphine if you had the flu. You'd take a couple of ibuprofen. And so when I see that happening, I'm going to give some ibuprofen. I'm going to give some Tylenol to ease that. So the key to pain management is understanding the disease history, and then you'll have guidance on how to manage pain or discomfort. Dementia is a big issue today, and I have a book on dementia. As I said, dementia doesn't play by the rules. So, you know, they can be withdrawn for years. They can sleep all the time for years. It isn't until a person with dementia reaches the point where they can't eat, where they put the food in their mouth and they just hold it there, they start choking. If you don't eat, you don't live. And so then is when you begin looking at end of life. Pardon me, I don't know what's going on here. So this is a guide for dementia because it fits gotten from my site for the day, weeks, days, or hours, but it doesn't fit months. Then I have, I have a time to live. A time to live is for the patient, for someone diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. From the moment of diagnosis, and as long as they can read, it's a guide on how to live the best you can within the confines that your body and disease has put you in. It's to help you see you've been given a gift, and that's a gift of time to do and say what you want to do and say before you're gone. Oh, and then my latest, and I have one coming out on food because that's a huge issue. We have a hard time as caregivers understanding that it's okay not to eat. And so the gist of that booklet is always, always offer. Just don't force the food, because gradually the person will stop eating. My husband died about 7 months ago, and I was his caregiver for, I suppose, 6 months. And in that, I got a whole new appreciation for caregiving and all that the caregiver goes through. So I wrote a booklet for the caregiver, and it's a book